very good afternoon. This is Dr. Anjali, Additional Director of Fisheries, standing on behalf of Commissioner of Fisheries, presenting this project E-crop, Aqua E-crop. Sir, Andhra Pradesh is noted for hectic fisheries and aquaculture. As we contribute around 30.82% of the total India's production, which stands around 149.98 lakh metric tons, we produce 46.23 lakh metric tons for the year 2021. We also stand number one in the country in terms of shrimp production and fish production. As you can see from this slide, sir, we contribute nearly 29%, which is from these water resources that we have. The culture area basically being about 2,11,000 hectares. That is currently under culture. Next slide. If you could look into the production of the last 7 years, it is very much evident that the production has gone from 19.78 lakh metric tons to the present, that is around 46.23 lakh metric tons for the year 2021. So this shows the significance of this aquaculture and fisheries sector with reference to Andhra Pradesh. Next slide.
Please come to the project. Come to the
Yes,
project.
sir. Yes, sir. Now, this is the area under culture. As I have already mentioned in the earlier introductory note, that we have around 2,11,655.71 hectares, out of which the shrimp contributes around 41,575, and the remaining are minor. The crab and the fish are takes a smaller portion of it, but the majority is done with reference to shrimp. Now, shrimp that is mostly got from Andhra Pradesh mainly hails from the culture area, other than the capture area. So, therefore, to know how much area is under culture was initially done conventionally through a manual method of going to the farm directly, taking the details from the farmers, mentioning their survey numbers and the extent and the facilities they have. Now, there is a paradigm shift in this 21st century in the wake of the exports that we have and the issues that we are trying to face in the wake of international market. So, therefore, we thought a paradigm shift is also required to note how much area is under culture electronically, and that's how we have introduced this e-crop. Next slide, please. Now, you might ask, what are the broad advantages that we have with this e-crop? Now, earlier, there was a chance of, when we were doing manually, there was a chance of missing a few farmers or a few extent or a major extent in a particular area. So, therefore, with the introduction of e-crop, there is, since it is linked to wetland data, and the wetland data flows into the tab of a particular village fishery assistant, who is the basic level officer to record and book this crop booking. There is no chance for now avoiding any inch of land that is under culture. Apart from this, in the wake of any disease issue, we would like to know, or any other disaster issue, we would like to know how much area has been affected. So, therefore, that was earlier manually done, and it was time taking, and the statistics was not very apt. So, in the wake of such issues also, e-crop proved very instrumental for us, and therefore, that is the main reason why we have also introduced. And third and most important thing is, the government schemes that have been announced from time and off have only been given to the registered farmers. As such, the farmers who were ignorant that their farms need to be registered with the Department of Fisheries were away from these schemes. Therefore, to ensure that there is an equal opportunity for all the farmers to take the benefit of the schemes announced by the AP government, this e-crop also proves gives us a first line information as how much area is registered and how much is unregistered, what we need to do with the unregistered area, and what benefits the registered farmers are also chipping. So this is the broad panacea for the issues that we have identified under this sector. Apart from digitalizing, geotagging, noting the minute details of the farming sector. Next, please. Now, how this e-crop process takes place is, we have both the web application and the mobile application also. And when it comes to the web application, we have around 738 village fishery assistants that have been recruited through the Department of Fisheries into this sector. And among the 738 village fishery assistants, roughly about 420 village fishery assistants do work in the aqua farming villages, and they are placed at the village level. Each village fishery assistant is provided with a tab, and this particular app, whatever we have designed, is facilitated to each of the village fishery assistant to the tab. Now, once this village fishery assistant logs into his account, now we do also have the village revenue officer, who's the main facilitator to say how much area is in that, how much area is under aquaculture pertaining to that particular village to which the village fishery assistant is attached. Therefore, it is a joint ajmaish done. It's a conventional term used with reference to revenue people when they do a joint survey involving two or more departments in assessing the resources and how much area is actually under culture. Therefore, once the VFA registers and logs in, he also is parallelly assisted by VRO through his login. Both the logins are synchronized, and you get whatever is there in the webland data is flows into the VFA tab. Next, please. And as such, when the VFA goes to the field, he or she, when records the coordinates or takes an image, automatically the data gets verified with the VRO's data that has been flown from the webland. And then once it is done, both VRO and VFA jointly approves it through biometric. Once it is approved through biometric, it flows into the server, and from the server it comes to the dashboard, and there than the dashboard, anyone from any corner of AP can look into it and view and visualize it. Next, please. Now, this is the broad flow, sir, which I have already explained. You can see above the VFA is the first level gazetted officer. The duty of the first level gazetted officer is to register the tab, which has been provided by the Department of Fisheries to ensure that the tab is not used for any other purpose other than the task allotted for this. So therefore, he or she is only allowed to change the password and download the eFish app and change the password if it is required. So you have two parallel work flows that you could witness on the screen. One is the VROs and the other one is the village fishery assistant. The VRO, in the VRO login, you can see the downloading of the land data that is available along with the farmer details and other details thereof. When it comes to VFA, you can see the moment he goes to the field, he does photographs the area with the geo coordinates that is available, and then he edits if it is required, if there is any wrong entry done. And once these two are done, parallelly both of them do authenticate the data that has been recorded, and thereby it goes to the server. So the screen that you could see on the left side is the real screen that is available on the tab of a village fishery assistant. Next, please. Now, this is what is actually done, which we usually call it as a e-crop architecture. You could see the webland flowing in, and then the geotagging is being done, and then it is goes to the server, and then it can also be is also equally reflected on the dashboard. Next. Now this is the dashboard, sir, where you can see it is reflected. If you actually click on the district, it goes to the mandal. If you click onto the mandal, it goes to the village, and it clearly shows you how much area is actually under the wetland, how much area has been booked as on date, and how much area is yet to be taken or to be covered, and how much area that has been covered it belongs to freshwater or brackish water. Therefore, every minute detail is registered. Therefore, there is no discrepancy in the wake of any untoward disaster or any other issue that flags off. Next. Now, the advantages I have already told you.
Yes, sir. 2 more minutes to conclude.
Yes, sir. I'm winding it. The advantages, as I've already told you, sir, we get species-wise extent. Like for example, in prawn we have 2-3 varieties. In fish we have 2-3 varieties. So we have the broad group-wise and the subgroup-wise also we have. Therefore, we can take a strategic decision in formulating the schemes and any other benefit that the farmer requires from time and off. Therefore, the farmer can benefit and go in for a better production. Next, please. Now, the way forward, sir, earlier this was done in coordination or with the support of NIC, National Informatics Center, that was placed at headquarters. But now, since we are running on an independent platform, we want to shift the entire data that we have collected onto the Department of Fisheries platform, which we call it as e-Matsyakar platform, sir. So, along with the aqua sector, we are also planning to take this e-crop application to the inland and marine sector also, wherein we can give with confidence the statistics from the 3 sectors which form the fisheries in total. Next. So this is about the target population that benefits the aqua farmers, the inland fishers and the marine fishers. And we are very hopeful that this particular application would really be a trendsetter in fisheries, not only for our state, for the other maritime states also. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity given.
Thank you, madam. I think a very good presentation. Your initiative have led to better management, data management and better management of aquaculture in the state. Now, one thing I would like to know from you is with regard to quality. See, what is the before and after scenario? Is there, can you say with authentication that the quality has improved with this your intervention?
Yes, sir. Earlier, we were under the impression the unregistered area was only around, it drifts between 40 to 30 acres. But after this e-crop application implementation, it was noted around 84 lakhs, 84,000 acres was under non-registered area. Yes, sir.
No, that is okay. Registered, not registered is fine.
Yeah.
But overall improvement in the quality of aquaculture.
Yes, sir. That's what I told you. We are not only able to get the broad group wise, that is prawn, fish, and in prawn, what are the different varieties? Like, the Vanamai, the Monodon, and if you take the fish, Indian major carps, then Pangasius, then others, Marals, any other crop being taken, all that's minute details, the subheads also are we are able to get information to that minute details, sir.
Because the ultimate objective should be the improving the quality and the quantity both.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. We anticipate.
Through better management, and maybe this app will definitely help in you.
Yes.
So good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kind of you. Thank you.
Madam, with your good statistical coverage, you have increased automation of this fishery sector. But what is the ultimate objective with this better statistics?
The ultimate objective is, as I have already told you in my introductory note, in the wake of any disease threat, we are able to control, give the timely advice to the farmer to curtail it and avoid crop loss. First thing. The second thing is to advocate good management practices. For example, particular village farmer is actually adopting a very good management practices, be it indigenous or TOT, whichever has been transferred, and be it in a limited area, if he's getting a better production, I think that we could also transfer things. Then finally, in the wake of disaster, how much crop loss is being done? This was earlier done manually, and it was a time-taking one, and the statistics were not apt. So with confidence, now we can say how much area is under culture and how much area there is crop loss and how much have been the loss incurred for the farmer.
Okay.
These are the
Thank you very much.
ballpark. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.